What's up, YouTube? Wanted to do another update video. It's been a while since I did my last one. I've been busy, but I just want to post one just so I could see, or anybody else wants to see, what's going on with my fish tanks. So right now in the 75, nothing's changed since the last update. In terms of fish, I haven't gotten anything new. I haven't gotten rid of anything. But if you notice, the tank is redesigned. I took some rocks out and there's more swim room now. And that pleco was out and swimming around, but I turned the light on up there and got scared and went away. The only thing that's happened is the green tear right here. He was getting really aggressive towards the jaguar. Here he is. And that happened before. I don't remember if he was getting aggressive towards the jaguar. I think it was the jaguar. Might have been some other fish, but I remember he was really aggressive. So I had to take him out, and I put him in a 10-gallon tank, and then I put him back in after about a week or two, and he started acting okay again. But the jaguar was kind of mean, because the green tear was like the new fish since I put him back in the last time, and he was kind of going after him a little bit, but not nearly as bad as when the green tear was going after the jaguar. There's Biscuit, my big albino tiger Oscar. He's strolling by. Big pleco. So yeah, what happened though was about a week ago, the green tear was starting to get really aggressive again, and it had been a couple months since I put him back in here. I've had him total, I think, for about maybe about 6 months now, maybe longer than that. In this tank, probably about 6 months. But I had to take him out because he was really going after the jaguar again. And I put him in a 10-gallon tank by himself for 3 days. I put him back in here, and he has now been back in here for, I would say, I think 3 or 4 days, something like that. And he's been good. What happened the first time was when I put him back, the jaguar started being a little aggressive to him because he was like a new fish, and the same thing was kind of happening. But as you can see, the jaguar's leaving him alone right now. He only chases him if the green tear gets really close to him, so that's not really a problem. But I imagine what's going to happen again is what happened the last 2 times. Once he gets comfortable after a couple months in here, being back in here, and it's weird because when you put fish back in here, they don't have good memory, so it's like they've never been in here before. It's like a new fish. It's not like they remember, oh, I was in here for months, and then you took them out and you put them back in. They don't remember that. So after a couple months, I think he's gonna start fighting with that jaguar again. So I think I'll have to make a decision and probably get rid of one of them. Also, you guys know that I have 2 Oscars in here. I have a small a red Oscar it's called, but it's black or red, like red on him, bronze scales kind of. And he hides inside this brown rock here. There's a hole in it, and he only comes out to eat like every 2-3 days, so that's not good. But the reason he doesn't like to come out is because that big albino tiger Oscar, and he's getting big now, Biscuit. He's about I would say he's starting to push 9 inches maybe. He's getting pretty close. So he's big. And that Oscar's only about 2.5, 3 inches. I would say 3. So for whatever reason, Biscuit does not like him at all, him or her. And every time that Oscar comes out, he just goes after it. So it runs back in the cave. So that's why it's so scared to eat, and that's not good because if it's not eating, it's not growing. So, and I don't get to see it and enjoy it. So, eventually I think I'm gonna have to make some changes. I'm gonna have to either get rid of that Oscar and the jaguar maybe, and just keep the green tear in the Oscar, or maybe just try to get rid of the green tear and see what happens. But I don't want to get rid of Biscuit. So what I could do too is just get rid of Biscuit and the green tear maybe. There's all kind of different things I could do, but I think I want to end up with 2 cichlids in here, pleco, I've already mentioned that, and then maybe a couple small fish. Like I might leave these 2 grass cutters in here, leave the ball shark or maybe get rid of those and get something else. I'm not sure, but overall though, everybody's eating, everybody's doing good. Just a little bit of fighting between the green tear and jaguar, but right now it's all right. That ball of shark's got a little scratch on him, but you can't really see it that well. It's a little white dot right there. Got that, I think, yesterday. And I just cleaned the tank. I clean the water, and I always do gravel vacuuming every week. And the filter's okay, so I didn't clean those. I think the green tear looks really good with this lighting. You can see the blue on his scales pretty well. And also, I've mentioned a possibility of selling my big pleco down here. He's about 14 inches. I know somebody that will pay me about 20, 25, maybe 30 bucks for him, depending on if I sell the flower horn with him. And I'm not sure if I want to get rid of him though. Originally I would, because I guess that's a decent price considering I only bought him for $5. But and I bought him when he was only about an inch. He was super tiny, so he's grown a lot. And I don't think he's going to grow any more in here. He's pretty much stopped. He hasn't grown really much at all in the last couple months. I think that's kind of about the biggest he'll reach. He'd probably grow a couple more inches in a bigger tank. But I think he's done here. But the reason I'm not selling him is because I really don't think there is a reason to get rid of him. He's fine how everything is. He's doing great. So the only reason I wanted to sell him was to get a replacement, to get a fancier pleco, to get something like a royal pleco, something that gets big enough where I can keep it in here and the other fish won't bother it. But something with a little more color, because this is just a regular common one you can get anywhere. But having him so long, I was thinking, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe I'll just keep him. So I don't know. I think I might just keep him, and then maybe I'll get a royal pleco if I can get my hands on one, or some other kind of pleco and grow it out, and maybe, I don't know if I'd be able to keep two, but I don't know. I'll see what happens. I haven't made that decision yet. He's actually eating a piece of food in the tank, so that's good. It was a piece of cat food that was on top. And yes, if you're wondering, you can give your fish cat food because it's made with like salmon and it's made of fish, so they actually like that a lot, and it's really cheap, so it's good for bigger fish. But yeah, piece is down there. Usually Biscuit eats a couple pieces of cat food, but one of them sunk to the bottom. And I guess since it was on the top, I didn't suck it up when I was cleaning it, so there's a pleco he's eating. So 2 grass cutters. You saw the green tear. Biscuit, he's doing good. So yeah, everybody's, for the most part, doing pretty good. I'm a little concerned about that Oscar hiding all the time, that small one, but we'll see. There's a pleco going on the glass. Yeah, he's, for a common pleco, I mean, he looks good. Sometimes when they get big, they get like back deformities, but he doesn't have any, so he looks good. So I mean, I don't really see a reason to get rid of him, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe I should just keep him. So I don't know, I'll see. And then with the Acaras, I cleaned all the fish's tanks today, but you can see there's a little bit of stuff on the sponge filter. It's been a long time now. It's been like, I want to say at least a month, maybe 2, since they laid eggs. And I've tried everything. I've switched the rocks up. I've done big water changes, and they just aren't spawning again. And they look like they're about to. I saw them cleaning the rocks. They have their spawning colors. So I don't know. They're just not spawning. But a lot of other people said that it's pretty hard to get them to spawn again once they spawn the first time. So I'm just going to keep waiting for now. I'm not going to take them out. And hopefully I get lucky and they spawn again. But if not, I'll probably just end up getting rid of them. There's the pleco again. And I've tried to measure him. He's probably about 14 inches, like I said, from the tip of his nose to the tip of his tail. So he's big. And I like the tank better now that I took those rocks out. It has more swim room, especially that pleco and the Oscar. They're big. You need a lot of swim room, so that's good for them. So, you guys could comment too. Let me know if you think I should just keep this pleco here, the big common one, or if I should just sell them and get a different one for cheap. I could get a nice pleco for cheap. Alright, and then here's the flower horn. I'm going to do a video specifically on him. But bottom line, like I mentioned, I've been trying to sell him. I agreed on a price with somebody for $150, which I did some research. I asked some flower horn experts. When you're selling in a pet store, the fish obviously cost a lot more than just selling them to somebody online. That's just how it works. They got to make their profit at the pet store. So generally, for a flower horn, lower quality ones or females usually go for under $100. I've seen some high quality females go for about $200. Of really, really nice ones, maybe $300. And for males, most of them go for about $100 to $200. The nice ones, like this one's a nice one, but the really nice ones will go for like $300 plus. So, and then obviously the super nice show ones go for in the thousands. So those are really selectively bred, but. Somebody said $120 to $150 is a fair price, so I agreed on $150 with somebody. Somebody said $200 would be a fair price for this one, but I agreed on $150 with somebody, and I've been waiting about a month now, and they said they're cycling their tank, so I don't know what they're doing. They're not really responding to me. They've been cycling their tank for a month, so it doesn't take that long. So I don't know if they're just not interested anymore, or they want me to lower the price, but they're not saying anything. So I've talked to the person who bought my Jack Dempsey today, who bought that big one that I used to have in the 75 here, and he said that he would be interested in the flower horn since I lowered the price. So we're in talks. So next weekend he might not be here. So if we could agree on a price, and we probably will. And he also wants my big pleco. That's the guy who wants it. So I don't know if I want to get rid of that pleco. I think I might hang on to him. And now I got two betas. I should have made individual videos on them, but I didn't. I've had them for. I got them on Monday. Today is a little. It's about midnight, so I guess it's technically Sunday. I got 3 beta tanks. I got some really nice betas at my pet store, so I bought 3 of them. Here's the first tank. They're all 3 of them are in 5 gallons. This is a blue one with a little bit of green on him. It's kind of hard to see the spot he's at in the tank right now, but he's got really nice blue fins, and he's got a little bit of green on him. And they're all doing good. They're all eating. This one's probably the best eater. There he is, you can see him. He's got good colors. Got a little bit of red on his bottom fins. And then here's the second tank. You see they're right next to each other. Might have to add a rock or something to this tank. This beta is like a pinkish violet color. This one's nice. I got the cast on here. I bought new plants for the tanks. Each of them got new plants. So here's this beta, and they're all doing good, all eating. And the one that's in my room is purple. This one's like a pinkish violet. This one's like a bluish green, turquoise, whatever. And the one in my room is like a purple. So they all look really cool. They're all really nice betas. That's why I got them. So here they are. And then for my last tank, down here at least, is the clown knives. I still have them right here. They don't have a light on their tank. I put them in a 10 gallon with a rock, and they're both down here. And I've been feeding them rosies and bloodworms. I don't want to make this video longer than 15 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. But they're in this 10 gallon right now, and I'm just growing them out. They've grown a little bit. The biggest one's grown about an inch. The smallest one about half an inch. He eats a little bit more, the bigger one. He's a better eater, that's why he's growing. But once I sell that flower horn, I'm going to put these guys in the 20, and then get them a little bit bigger in there, and then move on to the 75 eventually. And then eventually move on from there. But they're going to be in here, and they're doing pretty good. I just wanted to make sure that I recorded. They're still alive, doing good. So I needed to do an update. I had a lot to update, but I'm also gonna make some videos for my 30 and my 5-gallon, the beta in my room. So thanks for watching, everybody, and yeah.